And here we go again.
Did not notice that my voice is actually lowered, even though I'm still alone in this courtyard. Moving out loud in public spaces is still uncomfortable for me on the subconscious level. P.S. Watch how I become aware of it in a couple of minutes.
So to recap, it's not as fast as it went in my imagination.
Doing a duo moving out loud session in the city instead of solo. If you want to be my partner in crime, drop me a message.
Like most always, because in my imagination I was already running wild with other people moving out loud in the city. Oh, look what a badass oak. That's one of the things that I love about Panevezys, is that they have these badass oaks. I think it's the most oaky town of Lithuania. They have oaks everywhere. Lots of oaks in the parks. Oaks in the main square. Look at them, just look at them. Ooh. The oakiest of them all. Keep playing, don't get killed, don't die, don't kill anyone else, don't break your bones, don't injure yourself, don't get sick, and don't damage your gear, and don't lose your gear. So, come back happy and strong from this creative adventure of yours. Creative expedition, if you will. Another one. And there's actually no need to lower your voice, because nobody cares. Nobody cares. No one hears so much noise. So we are about to go into a more dense stream of people, and that's okay, and that's okay. No filming, babies, don't worry. Look at this dude. Dun 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 dun. It's always some guy doing something, founding cities, nations, countries, going to the ends of the world, doing inventions, flying to the space or to the outer space, to the moon, whatever. It's always some dude. Why not you? You might be that dude. Why not you? Be that dude. Reminder to myself, as always. Chikuraku barbaraku. So many people. Okay, so this is the spot called Sandvage. The spot of Panevezys. Like the main spot. It's nice and cozy. Some people who wanted to remain secret call this beautiful place the swamp. Ay 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 ay. Ay 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 ay. I know it's a joke. It's rather funny actually. So I started calling it too, sometimes. And the locals, they are raising eyebrows like, huh? The swamp? Pelke. You call our beloved Sandvage the swamp? I love it too. It's just funny name that I heard from the locals, by the way. As I said, their identities are protected by law. They are to be kept secret till the end of time. Haha, you know who you are, don't you? The swamp and other goodies. Wow, it's rather warm. What a booty. Rather impressive, and she knows it. Anyway, I digress. There will be lots of footage to cut out. So it's a technical glitch to have your health not in order. If you want to live a high performance creative life and you do not have your health and fitness in order, it's like having low quality gear that keeps failing you. Imagine you're a photographer and you bring like a camera that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. You could do better. Technically sound from tip to toe, from your body and mind to the very least detail. your gear, your shoes, your shoelaces, everything. Why wouldn't you aim for that? Tell me, why on earth wouldn't you just keep that trajectory and just calibrate yourself on it? Your health, your fitness, your clothing, your friends, the books you read, the content you absorb, the content you produce, the skills you get, the tools you use, the car you drive, the bag you have, everything. Hello! Galim nufilmuot? Oh! Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй. What a beauty. Как зовут? What?
Австралийский динго.
Австралийский динго. А как зовут?
Лордас.
Лордас! Мой, как это? Моя собака. Было тоже самое имя. Вау. Лорди. У его свои дела. Спасибо, всего доброго. Very beautiful dog. And the same name as my dogs. Anyway, here's the thing, technical thing about human interactions and camera and gear. So I obviously would love to have more fun, playful, meaningful, whatever, different interactions, of course. Let's say constructive interactions with people that I meet while moving out loud. And the gear is rather important here. Because, for example, right now, I could not be fully in the moment interacting with a guy. I really liked his vibe. I really did. And beautiful dog, Australian dingo, Lordas. Wow. But I couldn't be in the moment because I had to also pay attention to 3 different objects of attention. I'm trying to talk to the man, to the owner of the dog. I'm trying to look at the screen of the camera, whether the dog is in frame, and I'm also trying to look at the dog itself because I really love dogs and this is like amazing, beautiful dog. And my mind is like ping-ponging in between them and I'm nowhere fully. So I don't like that. And simply having different gear, like 360 camera, most likely will solve it. So this is my next camera that I'm getting. Technically sound life, aiming at a high performance creative life that is technically sound on all levels is one of the simple things to aspire to. And why wouldn't you? Tell me, why wouldn't you aspire for a high performance creative life on your own terms, using the best of all that you have, following your curiosity, putting out the, how do you say it, results, putting out the content, putting out the output, well, putting out the output of some sorts in the direction of your soul's growth, in the direction of your North Star, in the direction of your inner signal, in the direction of your curiosity, your imagination, your heart, call it whatever. You have that signal inside, you have that vector inside that tells you rather clearly when you are on the right path and when you are off it. So you can choose to follow it and you can choose to do it in a strategic, deliberate, not dumb way. You can choose to keep upgrading all aspects, all levels of your life towards that direction. From your mind and body and tools and things that you eat and things that you read and things that you allow into your field of attention through your screens and through other people around you, etc., 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 to your clothing, your gear, your tools, your shoes, your whatever. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? And the most amazing thing that you can choose to do that. No one is stopping you from that. No one. Only the inner obstacles that you created yourself. And it's up to you to review them, and it's up to you to dismantle them. And it's oh so dark in here. Wow. And the sound, I bet, is way different. And now it's beautiful. And it's rather interesting. And I want to spend some time here. And let's have it like this. Let's just shoot some B-roll, I guess they call it. Okay, we have a B-roll if we will ever use it. I'm not sure. Might be, chances are we will not. Ching Jong Ping Pong. And we'll go again. Simply because I like the change of space under the bridge. Active track enabled, blah 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 blah. Well, actually, I might want to shoot some. Oh, it's just so nice. Hey ho, hello. Okay, so I'm not sure. What else do I want to say here? High performance, creative life. You can choose it if you want. You can choose it if you decide. You can choose it if it resonates with you. There's no one else holding you back but your inner obstacles. And that's that. And it's up to you to review these obstacles, and it's up to you to dismantle them, and it's up to you to start going and never stop. Simple. So many beautiful dogs. Wow. Usually these inner obstacles, they are actually fake monsters. I am yet to see an inner obstacle that is like real monster, undestroyable, indestructible. They are all fake monsters. Wizard of Oz level fake. They might hit my camera, but I'm on the wrong side. Okay, I will switch it. Now I'm on a pedestrian side, so I should be okay. And it's not hot anymore because the wind started blowing. All it took was 2 meters per second of spring wind, and it's not hot anymore. Yeah. So I will be beating around the bush, but it's not beating around the bush. I will be, how do you call it? Repetition. It's weird. So for example, I can see a part within myself who is afraid of repeating myself for too long. And it's also, it's understandable, because you wouldn't want to like get stuck in the conversation one-on-one with other person on a loop, repeating the same words. It would be like super awkward. Are you crazy? What's wrong with you? I want to remove myself from the situation. But of course it's like extreme metaphor for that. But if we are talking about repetition of topics, like a high performance creative life is one of the topics that keeps reappearing on this moving out loud session. So it's just natural. It keeps reappearing for a reason, because it's an interesting topic for me at the moment. And by the way, I haven't been putting any content out there on this topic yet. And in my mind, I already feel as if I am repeating myself while no one even heard from me these words in public, on the internet. Crazy. You must be constantly aware of the content of your own mind and re-evaluate it, because most likely it is super skewed, super distorted. It does not match reality whatsoever. If you are not careful, if you are not reviewing your inner content constantly, your understanding of reality and reality itself, then the gap is just huge. So anyway, high performance creative life. Concept that is very interesting for me, that resonates deeply with me, and I've been talking about it most of this moving out loud session, but it's the first time that I am articulating in more detail about this topic. And no one has ever heard about this concept of high performance creative life from me in public on the internet yet. And still, in my mind, there is a part of me who thinks that I have been repeating myself way too much on this topic. So that's really interesting thing to pay attention to. Okay, now that this is out of the way, here's another thing. Even when I start repeating myself on a couple of topics that deeply resonate within me, it's just a healthy thing to do, actually, for many reasons. Repetition is a mother of learning, blah, 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 blah. So you are robbing yourself and others of many valuable, deeply enjoyable things if you do not allow yourself to repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat the topics that you are deeply passionate about, that you care about deeply, that you are interested in deeply, that you are curious about deeply. Just fucking keep repeating it. And here's one more kicker. When you do keep your mind focused on the same topic again and again and again and again and again from different angles, you start noticing different details. You get way higher resolution, you get new insight, you develop new hypotheses, you run new experiments, and you start becoming an expert in that field, topic, just because you kept your attention on it on a repeated basis again and again and again and again. And that's how you differentiate yourself from others, and that's how you build and develop your authentic configuration which no one else has, and that's how you become, how do you call it? No one else can compete with you on being you when you have a well-developed, authentic configuration. Things that you were born with and things that you acquired after that. Your experience, your skills, your leanings, your innate curiosity, your blah, 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 blah. So this is another topic. I don't want to jump into it right now, but we'll see how it goes. And it all started where? It all started with a initial rant about health being one of your main responsibilities as a high performance creative athlete, let's call it like that. If you aspire to become a high performance creative athlete, then taking care of your health is one of your responsibilities, and it's a major one, and it's a foundational one, because if your health gets out of whack, nothing else makes sense. You can have best gear in the world, you can have best skills in the world. If you are lying in your bed with a fever, none of these things matter. So make yourself bulletproof on your health front, and from there keep building all the rest. Reminder to myself, just because I pushed my limits a little bit too far recently and did get sore throat, and it did not allow me to rest fully because the symptoms would come up at night, and when I cannot rest fully, then I wake up not fully energetic. I can't go full power in the things that I want to do, and it sucks. I hate it. So, looping all the way back to the bulletproof health or anti-fragile health, I really wonder if it is possible to build myself up to such a yogi level or something where I am I just know that I will not get sick. I just know that I will navigate all the ever-changing circumstances of, life, weather, seasons, food, blah, 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 rest, sleep, interactions with other people, sex, training, blah, 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 blah. to fine-tune it to such a level that I know that I will be able to navigate it while staying like perfectly healthy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's so lovely of you. Crossing the street. It's so hard to come to the point while crossing the streets and interacting with people, nodding, blah, 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 thank you, da, da, da. And then you drop the main point that you wanted to articulate in the first place. And then you need to blow your nose because you're still sick from your last shenanigan, blah, blah, blah. I will go here. Maybe I will pee too. I will go here. I'll show you where. Nice, in it. I will go up here. It seemed so hot with that headband, and now it doesn't instantly. So look, I am on the very top of the highest hill in Panevezys. Can you fucking imagine how flat it all is? This one is the highest hill. It's like the pinnacle. People come here with, you know, kids and skis and everything in wintertime. Everything else is just flat and flat and flat and flat. That's why Panevezys is famous for bike sports, cycling. And it's windy, so windy up here. So yeah, going back to the topic of staying 100% healthy, like 99.9% uptime. Hey ho! And it's hot, and it's cold, and it's hot, and it's cold, and there are people, and there are dogs, and there are bicycles, and then. Anyway, I really want to just sit on some bench, and I really want to pee. That's a bad thing about most urban infrastructure. Well, maybe it's not too bad. You must simply go into some cafe, buy something, even if you don't want to, and then pee. Or you must turn on the pirate mode and go into some bushes. So here's the thing. Historically, the only reason why I would start 48 to 72 hour prolonged fast was the fact that I was getting sick or already quite deep into sickness. So it would be activated by pain, discomfort, sickness. Okay, so last year I did 4 of these prolonged fasts, kinda one per season, and only one of them was triggered by sickness, and 3 other ones were triggered by my lack of energy. I would feel that my energy is getting clogged by something within my system, that I'm not performing on a level of daily energy that I am used to. If I wake up like day in and day out for a week, for a 2, which is already too long, then I pull the trigger and then I fast for some 60, 66, 72 hours. So that was last year. I did it 3 times and it was, well, it was as it was. So it was not sickness, but it was not also a, how do you say it, a point of complete well-being. And now I really wonder how it all would look like, how my energy levels would look like, and how my health would look like, and how my ability to focus would look like, and how my creative output would look like, my productivity, my happiness, my joy, blah 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 blah, everything. How it would look like if I started doing prolonged 48, 72 hour fasts without waiting for any negative signals from my body. Crazy idea. Just don't wait for the negative signals. Keep the maintenance ongoing. Like, don't wait for your car to break down. Change the oils on schedule. So I'm really waiting forward for that. And I'm gonna test it in, you know, a month or so. And it might be that exactly this approach, paired with all the other things, training, sunlight, supplements, movement, blah 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 blah, that this approach will lead me to the everlasting health from now on. Maybe, we'll see. So here's the thing. This time it was the first ever fasting session that was not triggered either by sickness nor by my lowered energy levels. So this is very curious, and I can't even remember what triggered that. And most likely it was a confluence of several things. So one is I am coaching a couple of people, and two of them did some fasting. One of them did 36 hours of fasting, and another one did 72 hours of fasting, but it also was because of sickness. So the girl got sick. I recommended that, because I knew her context very well, I recommended that the best thing that she can do is simply turn off all the food for 72 hours, start refeeding with high quality ecological beef bone broth, then add some blueberries, yogurt, soft boiled eggs, ground beef, blah blah blah. Chew it slowly. She recovered in 3 days fully. It's like magic. It works like magic every time. But she was not on any medication. She was not having any serious health issues or anything. So I am not recommending it for everyone, just to make it clear. I'm not recommending it to you as a emergency treatment. I don't know your context. You know your context. So take everything into account. Experiment responsibly. Don't kill yourself. That said, it's one of the tools that has been working for me for 44 minus 16, 28 years. So for 28 years, I haven't taken any pharmaceutical drugs. I'm 44. I started fasting when I was 16, and that's my go-to main drug whenever I felt sick up to now. And from now on, I don't even intend getting sick, like ever. We'll see. Fingers crossed. So yeah, so what triggered this first prolonged fast of mine that was not triggered by either sickness or low energy levels was most likely to serve as an example of what is possible with prolonged fasting, and 2, walking the talk, just running the experiment, because the tagline of all things that I do is becoming the sovereign creator, which is clunky wording. I might change it. And other experiments in human experience. So experiments in human experience, I can stand by that all day, every day, till the end of my life, seems like. That was the tagline on my old blog that I started back in the day in 2012, and it still stands now. Maybe enough about that. It's 53 minutes of footage. Oh, there will be so much cutting out of everything. Doggos, look at this one. Okay, it's very far away, so I might be unable to track it. Can you see the strut? Oh my god, it's so... I'm sexy and I know it's strut. So full circle. I did go full circle on this one. I intend to be perfectly healthy from now on. 99.99% of uptime on the trajectory of a high performance creative life, aiming to be high performance creative athlete. So that's, instead of sovereign creator, high performance creative athlete. Might be, it's quite a moniker, it's quite a mouthful of words, but it delivers the image and the qualities that go with a lifestyle way better than sovereign creator. Boys will be boys. Leo. Piu. Labas, Leo.
Labai fotogeniškas,
Tikrai jau.
kad sensta.
Oi, net nesimato. Atrodo šviežutis visiškai.
Mes buvom Berčiūnuose.
Jo.
Kaime.
Labai gražiai atrodot. Geros dienos. Ačiū, kad sustojot pakalbėti.
Ačiū
Aha.
jums.
Visa. Okay, so here's the thing. Would you like to join me in a moving out loud session? Just going for a long walk, one camera, two microphones. We just enjoy the fresh air anywhere you want. Panevezys, Vilnius, Kaunas, Klaipėda, Krakow, London, Los Angeles, whatever, Tokyo. Just let me know if you want to do it, and let's just motherfucking go. If you want to join me on a moving out loud session, but you don't want to be on camera and yet you are okay with being on mic, meaning voice only, that's okay too. And we can do it either in English or in Lithuanian or in both. If you are curious, let me know, drop me a message. That's it for now. Much love, big kiss. Mwah. Ciao, ciao.